I think it's a good style matchup for Daniel Dubois, and I think he'll win late.
As long as Josh goes in with the same attitude he went in with against Francis Ngannou, it's over in 2 rounds. I don't see any other outcome.
Let's hope Daniel knocks him out.
Man, if you quit once, you quit again for sure.
He takes a knee and he doesn't continue. Once a quitter, always a quitter.
Hey Ringsiders, what's going on? This is your host, Boxing Subjective Observer, and welcome back to Ringside Stories. Or if you're new, we make content regarding boxing through mini documentaries, backstories, and much more. So if you enjoy that type of content, feel free to subscribe and Mike Tyson that like button.
Boom, perfect timing.
Thanks so much for your support in advance, and welcome to the channel.
Undisputed heavyweight champion of the world.
In the shadows and aftermath of the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world, two domestic rivals walking different paths leading to an inevitable collision course to determine who currently is the best of the rest. Both Anthony Joshua and Triple D Daniel Dubois have suffered defeats at the hand of undisputed world champion Wladimir Klitschko, who not long after the Ukrainian's victory over the Gypsy King Tyson Fury had to forfeit his IBF world title due to being unable to fulfill his mandatory obligations anytime soon.
Hi everybody people, Anthony and Daniel, listen. I know IBF title important to you. Tell it my present to you on September 21.
Who do you want? Who do you want to challenge yourself against?
AJ, who the big boys? With AJ.
Given that Daniel Dubois beat then undefeated Filip Krgovic, which won Triple D the interim belt, has now been elevated to full IBF world champion. That same IBF title that started Anthony Joshua's world title run 2 years short of a decade ago in April of 2016 in just 16 pro fights. These British heavy hitters met years ago in sparring that have woven a web of rumors reverberating around the boxing world.
I was at your gym last night, and they told me that you sparred Anthony Joshua, and they said, quote, you dropped him. What happened in that sparring?
Yeah, that happened. Is there any truth to you actually knocking down Anthony Joshua in sparring in the past?
Yes, there is definitely truth to that. I'm not going to deny it. I've sparred him. I've caught him with some big shots.
He just cracked me with a good shot, but I stood on my feet. I don't know where this whole narrative of like someone turned my lights off came from, but
I never seen it unless I turned around for a split second and he was on the canvas. But I'm sure you'd hear a big man like Joshua falling on that canvas. But you know, who knows?
Whether the rumors check out to be true or not, sparring isn't the end-all be-all, as former Daniel Dubois foe Filip Krgovic proved.
We sparred and I don't remember his power, you know. He don't have that snap and he's not so accurate, you know. He's just powerful. He has a good jab, good 1-2, and he shows some good stuff, but on the end he quit, you know. And then again, against Usyk he quit as well. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make him quit again.
Still standing. Whoa, right hand. Flag. He's bleeding profusely from 2 cuts on his face as Dubois continues to hammer away. Halfway down. Daniel Dubois has stopped Filip Krgovic and picked up the biggest win of his career.
Daniel Dubois started his rebuild in the summer of 2023 after losing to Wladimir Usyk. Irrespective of the legality of his body shot in round 5, Triple D did expose one of the few glaring weaknesses in Usyk's armor.
No, I didn't think that was a low blow. I thought that landed, and I've been cheated out of victory tonight, but you know, what else can I say?
Listen, he got caught and that referee got it badly wrong. Didn't take any points off him. If it's a low blow, why didn't he take points off him? That was a hometown decision, complete hometown decision. He won that fight because he was not fit to go on.
How is that low? Is there to be seen? How is that low? How is that low? That's my question. How is that low? Look at it.
Yet even though Dubois did give a good account of himself against the decorated unified world champion at the time, Daniel Dubois would draw the short end of the stick, taking a knee from a jab in round 9 selecting to stay down. Many were quick to draw parallels with Dubois' first professional loss back in 2020 against the then undefeated juggernaut Joe Joyce.
He's just being outworked a little bit. Oh dear, it's the left eye and he's gone down. He's gone down with the jab. He's had enough, he doesn't want any more.
Fast forward, and less than 4 months later, Daniel Dubois made his comeback on December 23rd, 2023 on the Day of Reckoning card in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, against then undefeated Jarrell Big Baby Miller, who came in at a whopping 333 pounds. After his second consecutive loss to Usyk, Anthony Joshua has gone in rebuild mode, being 4-4 with 3 wins by way of stoppage against lower-tier opposition, which seemed to have bore some fruit. Yes, AJ looked tentative in his first 2 fights in dealing with awkward customer Jermaine Franklin, in which Joshua struggled to look impressive, and even against an older vet in Robert Helenius, who filled in last minute for old domestic rival Dillian White. Before the spectacular one-shot KO, Anthony Joshua looked far from his old malicious self, which saw the Watford-bred gain stardom worldwide years prior. But then things started to click for Joshua by year's end, making his debut on Riyadh's season, delivering a solid performance against amateur foe Otto Wallin, who years prior gave Tyson Fury a run for his money and had never been stopped as a pro until the Anthony Joshua fight. Another one of Tyson's recent opponents was former undisputed UFC heavyweight world champion Francis Ngannou, who gave the then undefeated WBC world heavyweight champion real issues, even dropping the Gypsy King, losing on the cards by a close split decision. AJ, on the other hand, demonstrated where Tyson Fury failed, showing the levels between a boxing debutante and a proper world-level heavyweight. AJ seems to have grown in confidence as he has managed to add multiple layers onto his overall boxing game, both offensively, tactically, and even defensively.
Skill set's good. My fitness is improving, my strength's improving, my mindset's good. What will be in my mindset. So I'm pretty relaxed about the whole situation. I don't have the same pressures that I used to. Am I with the right trainer? So on and so forth. I'm found a home, so I'm pretty relaxed.
Can the former 2-time unified heavyweight world champion regain what was once his?
He has been the king for a very long time. He's definitely been the king, but I need to become the king slayer on the night and, to conquer that, take the throne from him and,
Both Anthony Joshua and Daniel Dubois seem to have found a home with their current training setup, as Triple D has seemed to grow leaps in confidence, having his dad next to the always passionate Don Charles in his corner.
He's got a new team, a new coach. This is our 3rd fight inside 12 months. That kid should be walking around as a unified champion. We got robbed badly in Poland, but I'm a God-fearing man. In a way, God has put us back, a setback. We got robbed, and then we regrouped and beat Baby Miller last December, and then we got presented with this opportunity here, and we took it. And
do you believe Daniel Dubois can stop Anthony Joshua?
Excuse me? Hell yeah. Did you not see what he did out there just now? Hell yeah.
Whereas Watford's own Anthony Joshua has returned from a journey of exploring overseas, linking up with several foreign trainers in recent years, to finally come full circle to the man who years back helped one of AJ's rival come back from an overweight civilian to almost scoring what the world would have deemed one of the greatest comeback in recent heavyweight boxing history against a then undefeated hard-hitting world champion.
I wouldn't be shocked if AJ knocked him out quite early. And that's no disrespect, Daniel. I think he's a good fighter. Just being honest, I think his weaknesses play into Anthony Joshua's hands, but more importantly, I actually think his strengths play into AJ's hands as well. So people going on about, is it the right time, forget the time. I just think it's not a good style matchup for Daniel Dubois. He's a really good fighter, he is. He seemed like good guys. I get on really well with Don as well, got loads of respect for Don. Just I think that some of AJ's attributes will really shine in his fighting moments. And the problem is with fighting Anthony Joshua now, having a game plan that he understands to go in and execute, he's phenomenal at executing that. And I feel like there's very little room for error when you're fighting Anthony Joshua.
It's Ben Davison's keen ability to analyze a fighter and ability to break down fights in a methodical way that must have fueled the former champ to once again fight with the swag when he rose through the rankings all those years ago.
Do you want to go now? Let's go.
Relax.
Do you want to go now?
Let's chair across your face. Don't disrespect.
No, you can't intimidate me.
Don't disrespect.
You can't intimidate me.
Don't, Daniel, don't disrespect.
Who do you think you are?
Daniel, don't disrespect me. No,
No,
don't disrespect me on my life.
No, it's okay.
And that shows you what AJ is all about at this stage in his career. He wants to take this guy out. He wants to prepare the best. He wants to win. And mentally, he's in a fantastic place right now.
In a contest between two Goliaths, being 2-for-2 KOs in recent respective performances, on a mission, the question really becomes who hits who the cleanest first. There's no question about their offense, their sheer abilities to seek and destroy. The question, however, remains on the other end.
You know, you saw him take a lot of punishment against Hrgović. AJ's a different type of puncher to Hrgović. You cannot walk onto right hands, you'll go straight to sleep. So he's going to be entering the realm of fire, and that's why it'll be a tremendous fight. Two massive punchers, two fit, fast, strong heavyweights.
I've seen AJ win fights and I've seen him lose fights, and I've seen him when he's been put on the back foot. And I believe Daniel has the tools and has the desire, has the wherewithal to make that happen, and I think he can stop him.
Right, what's next? When we go and beat up Anthony Joshua, what they're going to say next? Let them keep doubting us. That gives us fuel, gives myself and the team and Daniel the fighter who gets in the ring.
You've got Daniel Dubois, a huge puncher. AJ's in the form of his life right now, and I think it's a dangerous fight, but one I believe Anthony wins by knockout.
AJ's not the fighter he was. This is a guy who's not on the way down. The pressure on for this fight is all on AJ. It's not on Daniel.
AJ to become a three-time world heavyweight champion against another big punching Brit at the National Stadium is a monster event.
The stage is set for September 21st, 2024, when the Old King looks for world title redemption against the young blood, defending his newly crowned strap. Let us know in the comment section below who you are backing. Anthony Joshua.
Listen, you're either that guy or you're not. Don't let the belts make you.
Daniel Dubois.
You know, another fight to me that I need to get through and, you know, go and break him down and, you know, expose the vulnerabilities in him and break him down and go out there and do what I was born and trained to do from when I was a young kid.
Thank you so much for your support. Feel free to subscribe, Mike Tyson that like button,
Boom, perfect time.
and see you on the next I'm Boxing's Objective Observer with Ringside Stories. Thanks for watching and have a legendary day.